Hey everybody, it's your boy Desmond Legacy Firearms Training, back out here in the cave, ready to do another video. Keeping with my videos, I just want to put some more information out there for new shooters, new gun owners. Go over some of the things that I do cover in my classes. Make sure you check out the website legacyfirearmstraining.com and sign up for a class so you can get all this information and get that concealed carry permit. But one of the sections that I cover are the three main parts of your handgun. All right, so when we're talking about semi-automatic pistol or any handgun, you're going to have your three main parts. You're going to have your frame, which is the backbone of the gun. Everything is connected to the frame minus your magazine. And then you're going to have your barrel. Your barrel is the metal tube that the bullet actually passes through. And then you can have your action. Your action is going to be different from platform to platform. So say from semi-automatic pistol to revolver to shotgun to AR-15 platform. Your action is your group of moving parts used to load, fire, unload the gun. Again, group of moving parts used to load, fire, unload the gun. And there's a lot of people that are new to guns that can't identify the parts of the gun, as far as your slide release, your magazine release, how to properly cock the gun, or how to properly engage the magazine release button. All right, so that's something that I like to go over in class, and I want to do this video to give you a better visual and something that you can refer back to later on, and hopefully I'll help some people out there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use my Glock 19. No magazine inserted, no rounds in the chamber, firearm is clear. All right, so we're going to use my Glock 19 to go over those three main parts of your gun. Again, you have your frame, your barrel, and your magazine. Stand by. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about the three main parts of your handgun. You have your frame, you have your barrel, and you have your action. So your frame is the backbone of the gun. Everything is attached to the frame minus your magazine, all right? And then you have your barrel. Your barrel is the actual metal tube that the bullet passes through. And then you have your action. Your action is going to be different from platform to platform. Your action is your group of moving parts used to load, fire, and unload the gun. Group of moving parts used to load, fire, and unload the gun. So what are those groups of, what are those parts for your semi-automatic pistol? Again, we're using my Glock 19. This is clear, no magazine inserted, no rounds in the chamber. Firearm is clear. So with my Glock, I have my trigger. All right, you have your trigger. This is used to actually fire the gun. Then I have my slide. All right, my slide is what I use to cock the gun to get that round into the chamber. So a few things about your slide. So on your top of your slide, you're going to have your rear sight and you're going to have your front sight. Your rear sight's going to have a little groove in it, and your front sight post is going to be just that, front sight post. These are used for aiming. Like I said before, you're going to look through your rear sight at your front sight post. All right. Also on your slide, you're going to have serrations on the side. These are called cocking serrations or grooves. These little grooves, they're going to be on both sides of your slide towards the rear. These are used so you can get a good grip and cock that gun. All right, that's what they're for. And some guns do have front cocking serrations or front grooves that you can use. A lot of people use these to do press checks, stuff like that. Some people use them to actually rack the slot. All right, it's up to you how you train. But you are going to have some type of cocking serrations on the back of your slide. So after your slide, you have your slide stop. Your slide stop is this lever here. So I can use this to, I use my dominant hand thumb to actuate this slide lock. So when I pull my slide all the way back to the rear, I can push up and lock my slide to the rear if need be. This way it makes it easier for me to inspect my gun, to lock it to the rear without me trying to hold it back and trying to look in there. I can lock it to the rear and visually inspect my firearm. This is also can be used as a slide release. A lot of people use this for when they're doing magazine changes. So your magazine locks to the rear, you're done, the magazine is empty, insert your new magazine, hit your slide lock, slide release, chambers that next round. All right, some people go over the top, but it's up to you how you train. But this is your slide lock, slide release. Then you have your takedown levers. So on my Glock, I have a tab here, and then there's a tab here. All right, there's a little tab right here. These are used to disassemble the gun. So for my Glock, I will pull back on my slide, pull down on these tabs, push forward, and then I could disassemble my gun. All right, so again, this is my frame. Everything is attached to the frame. Everything's attached to the frame minus my magazine. All right, and I have my barrel inside of here also. So let's go ahead and put that back together. So those are my takedown levers. Then I have my magazine release, all right? So some guns have it on both sides, meaning that it's ambidextrous, but most of them are gonna be, it's gonna be on your left side of the gun, all right? Your left side of the gun. You're gonna use your dominant hand thumb to actuate that magazine release. And what do we do with buttons? We push buttons. So you would need to get on top of that button and push that button. So say I have my magazine inserted, I will get on top of that button with my strong hand thumb and just push that button to release that magazine, all right? And then I have my actual magazines. Again, magazines are used to feed the rounds into the chamber. Magazine, not a clip. So, say I load my magazine. This is just a little snap cap, no live ammunition. Insert my magazine. I rack my slide to the rear, cocking the gun. And you can see that that round is now in the chamber, all right? That's the purpose of the magazine, is to send that round into the chamber, all right? Magazines are used to load the rounds into the chamber, all right? Once I'm done firing, slide's gonna lock to the rear. Let me know that my magazine is empty. If I need to change magazines, I change magazines, use my slide release to chamber that next round, all right? So there we have the three main parts of your handgun. Again, you have your frame, which is the backbone of the gun. Then you have your barrel, metal tube that the bullet actually passes through, and then you have your action. Your action is your group of moving parts used to load, fire, and unload the gun. All right, well, I hope everyone found that helpful and took something from it. But again, it's very important for new gun owners, new people to shooting or gun ownership, to know those parts of your handgun. All right, be able to identify your slide release, or where your slide lock is, or where your magazine release is. All that you need to know where it is on your gun, and become more familiar with it. The more you do it, the more you do those functions checks, the more you do those safety checks, the more you disassemble the gun, the more comfortable you're going to be with it, because you're depending on this to potentially save your life or protect the lives of your loved ones. And you need to be familiar with it, so that when time does come and you need to use that tool, use that firearm, you know what to do, all right? With confidence. You want to be confident in whatever you do, and practice is the only way you're going to get confident with it. Whether that's just getting comfortable just carrying it every day, carrying it with a round in the chamber, firing it, it's all going to take practice. It's going to take practice. So again, I hope this video helps somebody out. Please like, share, subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. Check out the website, Legacy Firearms Training. There's some more training coming down the pipeline pretty soon. Pretty soon I will be able to do the Maryland course, where you can purchase your firearm from Maryland, and then working my way to getting the certification so I can do my Maryland concealed carry. So please stay tuned for that. Keep training. Stay safe.